Number 5, extinguish suffering and attain nirvana. And sometimes you feel you have distraction. If you have distraction, it means you're thinking too much, thinking of many things. You try to catch your thought as soon as possible. If you have doubt, you try to catch your thought and note that doubt. All of these you have to try to understand. Now I give you instruction and explaining to you about 30 minutes already. And then now we start to walk about 15 minutes and then sitting, okay? When you are standing, you keep your legs close together like this. Try to relax. Meditation practice, you don't want to force yourself. You don't want to press yourself. Try to relax. How to do? If you feel you are tired, you are weak, you just breathing deep breathing. About 3 times, you feel that you have more power, more energies. So you said, this moment you say standing. While you say standing, you close your eyes. Standing. Be aware your body is standing. Please remember that mindfulness is very, very important for meditators. So while you are standing, please be mindful. If you have good mindfulness or good consciousness, you can have good concentration. If your concentration, if your consciousness or if your mindfulness is strong, your concentration will be strong. If your concentration is strong, you can sitting longer. But opposite, if your concentration is weak, you cannot sitting for longer because you have strong pain. So this moment I just show you, okay? Standing 3 times, and then you start to walk. Because we are group, so we have to walk on the same legs, same time. When you start with your right leg, when your foot is lifting, step like this. When your foot is lifting, you say lifting, stop for a while, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. You look overhead about 2 meters. You don't want to close your eyes while you are walking, okay? You don't want to close your eyes while you are walking. Open your eyes but not look around. Remember, not look around. Just try to focus your mindfulness on your feet, but not look at your feet. Look overhead about 2 meters. Because if you look around, you cannot have good concentration because you see outside object. So please try to be mindful. When your foot is lifting, you say lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. Every time you're standing, you should keep your legs close together and your feet should be parallel. And then you'll be turned back. Before you are turning back, you have to say inside your mind again, standing 3 times. And then you will turn back. While you are turning back, you have to stop for 3 times. Please watching. When you are turning, you don't want to press your foot on the floor. Just touching a little bit. Okay? Touch your heel on the floor a little bit, not pushing. Because if you're pressing, it's difficult for you to turn. Just touching, turning like this. This first stop. And then second, turning. This second. Third time, turning. 3 times to be straight as you standing before. And then you say standing again, standing 3 times. And then walking again. lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. This is walking meditation. And then, after you finish walking, you will sitting, right? When you are sitting, you prepare your sitting cushion already. So, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. You step around here, not in the middle. And you can see why. You step around here, and then lifting, raising, dropping, standing, standing, standing. It means after you finish walking, you are sitting, right? Before you are sitting, you have to move your hand by hand. Like this, moving, moving, moving. Be aware your hands moving, 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 moving. And then sitting slowly, be mindful. When you are sitting, you open your knees like this. Because if you are not open, it's difficult when you are sitting. So you open like this. There, see? After that, you point your feet back. Then you move your left leg. Put your left leg on your right leg. And then you're sitting. Okay? After that, you put your hands on your knees like this. Keep your body straight. Relax. Breathing deep, breathing about 2-3 times, and then close your eyes. Start to move your left hand side. Start to move your left hand side like this. Moving, 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 moving. Turning, turning, turning. Be aware. Lowering, lowering, touching. Moving, 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 moving. Turning, 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 rolling, touching. This is sitting position, the proper way. Your hands should be like this. Why you have to do it like this? Because if you lift your hand like this, if you have good concentration, your hands will be like this all the time. It's not moving. Your body will be straight all the time. But opposite, if your concentration is weak, only 5 minutes your hand out like this. And maybe like this. But you try, after you close your eyes, you fix your mind on the abdomen. Try to know that rising, falling, rising, falling. Just fix your mind on the abdomen, okay? If you can see your abdomen rising and falling moment to moment, you can have good concentration. Opposite, if your concentration is weak, you cannot see your abdomen rising and falling. If you practice at home, you don't worry about that. Sometimes maybe you can see your abdomen rising and falling, but sometimes you cannot see your abdomen rising and falling. But you don't worry about that. If you practice at home, you can note that counting your breathing. You can counting your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out, counting 1, in, out 2, in, out 3, up to 10, and then recount again. And you can lay down meditation. You can practice meditation or lay down position too. So you don't worry about that. After you sitting, after you sat, you close your eyes. Keep your body straight. Fix your mind on the abdomen, rising, falling, rising, falling. But you don't want to force, you don't want to press. You don't want to do that, because if you do like that, you are weak, you are tired. Breathing normally. Just try to note that you're breathing in and out, okay? And then after 10 minutes, maybe after 10 or 15 minutes, your legs start to have some pain or numb. If your legs pain, you note pain, pain, pain 3 times, and then come back to your abdomen. If your legs numb, you note that numbness, 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 and then come back to your abdomen. If you are thinking of something, you just note that thinking, thinking, thinking. If you're hearing something, you notice hearing. This is very important for all of you. Remember, okay? Now, after that, if you cannot sitting for longer, maybe because of you are distracting or you thinking too much, or if you cannot sitting because of your legs pain or numb, you would like to standing up. You have to open your eyes slowly, relax, opening, and then move your hand by hand, moving like this. And then, if your legs numb, you just stretch, move your legs a little bit, and then the numbness will disappear. Your pain will disappear. Okay? This is a sitting meditation. But remember that after you sat like this, if your legs pain, you don't want to move your hand, you don't want to move your body at all. Please try to keep like this all the time, as long as possible. Because if you move your hand like this and then sitting, your concentration is broken already. You don't want to sitting continuously again. So if you open your eyes and move your hands, move your body, move your legs, you have to restart again, walking again. Because when you are walking meditation, it means you try to develop your concentration. If you have good concentration while you're walking, when you are sitting meditation, it's good for you to have good concentration. So try to be mindful while you're walking, okay? So after you cannot sitting for longer, you would like to standing up, open your eyes, and then move your hand by hand, like this, moving, and then move your leg, standing up. It's done about sitting, okay? I think you can remember. Now we are walking. And then we start to walk. Everybody start your right leg. Start your right leg. Lifting, raising, dropping. 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 One more step and stop. Lifting, raising, dropping. Everybody standing. Keep your legs crossed together. Open your feet a little bit. Now you say inside your mind, please pay attention. Standing. Be aware your body is standing. 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 Then turn. Turn on the right. Turning. 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 3 times stop, so be straight, okay? Standing. 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 Walking. Lifting. Raising. Dropping. 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 Lifting. raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. One more step and stop. Lifting, raising, dropping. Standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, 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 walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 standing, 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 turning, 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 standing, 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 walking, lifting, raising, dropping, 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 lifting, raising, dropping. 1 minute step, stop. Lifting, raising, dropping. Standing, standing, standing.